While my doggo is having some sweet dreams, I'm starting a game of Undead, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys a new Undead Bloody Beginner Guide. In this game, I'll try to make you halfway competent at playing Undead on the ladder, either on Battle.net or on W3 Champions. When the game starts, immediately take all workers, put them on the gold mine, then press G, left click on a tree. That's gonna make your ghouls split off. Then you have one acolyte making immediately at the start. Make your crypt next to the trees, then make an altar, and then make a ziggurat and send it to gold. Then you'll save up gold to make a fifth acolyte, and you'll send it to the gold mine also. Try to get your crypt made next to the trees. This will allow you to have a short travel distance from production straight to the source that they want to get to, which is the forest. Okay, when the crypt finishes, we will start a ghoul. We're going to be doing Death Knight and Ghoul Opener. We'll use the Death Knight and Ghoul Opener in order to do some creeping. Creeping is where you attack the neutral creeps on the map in order to gain experience from them, items, and gold. When the sixth acolyte comes out, it makes Tomb of Relics, and it goes off to the side to find a neutral critter. These are cute little animals that we kill in order to raise 2 skeletons from its corpse. I found a pig, I'm gonna slap it. You have a 50% chance to one-shot it, a 50% chance not to. That corpse will last 88 seconds. Once the ziggurat finishes, we start our Death Knight, and we'll start a ghoul. Heroes take 55 seconds to make, so killing the critter, the corpse will still be there later when you're looking to raise the dead. Now we're gonna put our acolyte in the middle of his base, and then shift-click somewhere away. This is going to put a rally into his base, and then here, we don't need to touch the acolyte anymore, but this is going to show us their starting build order, and as we get better at the game, we'll understand what we're seeing more and more. That's all you need to do, but I will go a little bit further, but you don't need to worry about it. We have seen what we need to see, but I'll do a little bit more and you can ignore that part, as controlling an additional scout while trying to creep can be a little challenging. Here's what I've done. I've seen his opening hero, Demon Hunter, and now I'm kind of slowing him down creeping, even though he kills the acolyte. But this is fine. When the acolyte dies, we can fit in another ghoul into our build. Our Death Knight goes to the corpse. It's gonna summon from the corpse. It's almost gone, but not quite. And I'm actually going to decide to creep my natural expansion first. The natural is called the one that you most naturally would be expanding towards. You can start with a coil. Against Demon Hunter, you're gonna get mana burned, so you don't need to be too conservative with mana in general, early game. We're gonna go up to 22 population, and then we're going to tech up to tier 2, which we are now doing. We'll make another skeleton, and we're gonna send skeleton to his natural expansion. We wanna know how quickly he's expanding. Now, with Undead, you'll always play counter, reactivity, scouting, and harassment at some point. We're now gonna go back and creep this one. You'll always be scouting and trying to react to your opponents. And when they are Night Elf, you'll at some point be looking to harass wisps. And when you're against Orc, you're probably gonna get harassed. So there's different responses every time. He has Sentry Ward, we saw that. Try to click the enemy hero when you see them so that you know what to expect from them. When you take hurt ghouls and you attack your Black Citadel, your Necropolis, creeps will stop attacking them. They only attack units that attack them back and don't have an attack command on something else. Try to take away these trees that are blocking position for a new graveyard. Then we're gonna get another rod and a dust, and we'll go onto the map. Now our goal is gonna try to be harassment. Kill some wisps, see if he's expanding. Night Elves love to expand because Undead typically is known for better cast efficiency. Generally, we're a little bit faster. We can Coil Nova nuke things. So they like to expand in order to get an economic lead, because they know they may not get the efficiency lead. So we successfully interrupted him. Now we're gonna make a graveyard And we are not going to finish creeping his expansion because that's exactly what he wants me to do. The moment that expansion is cleared, then he can take it. We're just going to use a skeleton to see where is he. And we can bring in a couple of more ghouls. Now, like I said, Undead is pretty reactive. Generally, we're always going to be aiming for Lich and tier 3 and stuff. But when we are playing... Oh, he went to be aggressive with Naga. Okay. Against Demon, you'll usually want to take Naga second. But if he has Keeper of the Grove first, then you're not looking to get Naga second. Yeah, he probably sees me because he has Sentry Ward. Try to take away hurt ghouls. And then go tier 3. We can bring in more ghouls as well. None of this is very bloody beginner, I guess. I'm actually losing a lot, killing nothing. It's okay. I'll just show you the concept. You think you're gonna be perfect? You think you're gonna be perfect? Huh? Chump? So, now we're gonna transition to tier 3. He did well. Congrats to Stucel. As long as he's not expanding, that's a good thing. It's not necessarily completely okay, but it is good when he's not expanding. So, we want levels, we want him contained in his base, and we want to make sure he's not expanding. Our main goal is he doesn't expand. That is our main goal, right? So long as he's not expanding, we're playing 1 versus 1 base, and we're happy with that. So now we're going to transition into Fiends. We'll make another Ziggurat so we can go up in tech. We can make more units, I mean. And then we're going to make a Lich third, and that Lich is going to get Orb of Corruption when he comes out. We'll make an army of ghouls, fiends, and statues initially. Later you can switch to abominations and meat wagons. But that's for later. If he goes mouse bears, you can also go for something like banshees. Okay, always good to get invul on Naga and Lich. Get as many invuls as you can. Now we make the Lich. We're gonna get Ghoul Frenzy. That's fake, right? Gonna get Ghoul Frenzy. And we get Destroyer upgrade. Now, I have fresh set of skeletons. I'm gonna send 1 to his expansion location and 1 to his main. We still don't know much about what he's doing, but one thing is sure in Warcraft 3, you always want to keep creeping whenever possible. So we see that his expansion actually has not been taken. I don't know why this Ogre has a hard-on for my Naga, but it's pretty cringe. I'm gonna have to use Invul. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Why is he going for my Naga again? This is a guide! You must respect the process of the guide! You're ruining it! You're the 3rd person today that's ruined the creation of a guide. First Numala, then Cage, now freaking Ogre. No! Okay. Alright, man. I can see it when it's happening. I'm pretty sure there's a Blizzard dev right now screwing with me because I haven't been a yes man recently. I know exactly what's going on. So let's remake the Naga. Good thing I used an invul potion for it. I think this is good because this is about the amount I'm throwing for content, essentially. This is about the amount of mistakes that a noob would make. And it would be hard to reproduce. And I saw the MMR of my opponent. It was like kind of not high enough in order to really like create a realistic scenario. So I kind of have to like even it up and handicap it, whatnot. So I think this is good. We're off to a good start. Now let's play it safe because we threw a bit for content. And what did we see actually? We saw nothing. So we're gonna go to the laboratory and reveal. We're gonna see what he has from just with the reveal. We're gonna spend 50 gold on it. So we have ghouls as well. We can use those. We have plenty of wood. We'll send one fiend to go do a reveal. So he is tier 3, most likely bears. Could in theory be, there's Naga again, that I threw away as a joke. We'll get an abomination now. And keep in mind that when you want to make destroyers, generally you do that right before the fight. Because they're creating mana for you. I'll get a statue first, I need a second statue. They're creating mana for you. Now, generally you want to do a timing attack when you get to 50 pop. And then with Undead, usually you go straight over. If I didn't find a mana pot, I should purchase one now. You get Nova and Frost Armor, then Nova 3rd ability and Ritual 4th ability. We're gonna attack now, we're gonna go over 50 pop. And we'll just start hitting Moonwells. Oh, he's right at home. Usually immediately coil Nova the demon. And then put Frost Armor on whoever is in front. Okay. Have to attack his demon more, I guess. Okay. We take his camp and then we run away like a Chad. Never focus mountain giants, obviously. Probably knows I'm here. But he's thinking I'm doing something so brave that it must be sensible. Wait, does he not know? Send these away. I'll just TP out. I don't want to have a dog in this fight. He's fine. Okay, so. Whenever you TP, usually with Undead, immediately start creeping if there's something nearby. And immediately get a mana pot. Heal scroll, not as important. We're gonna use a ghoul to see if he's expanding. Now, late game transition. It can be very good to go for abominations and disease cloud. He's just trying to expand. We don't have any attack upgrades yet, which is kind of weak. There's our Nova level 3, which is nice. Looks like he is starting a camp, so we are going to attack him from the side. Use Lich and Fiends to attack Dryads. And I should have had burrow upgrade. So just do that, and I think his Tree of Life died to Destroyer, and then take the last creeps. How is this guy so good? I reached too high. Stuso is like playing the game of his life, or maybe this is like not good for him, and he could have actually just destroyed me. Maybe he's throwing for content too, because he's worried that I'm gonna have to restart again, and then we never get back to the normal tryhard games. All right, where were we? Yeah, so you may have questions watching right now. Do you ever go for a fast expansion tier 1? Is Dreadlord any good? Is this the hero combo? So generally this is the correct hero order against Demon Hunter. If you're against Keeper, you usually go DK Lich, and you rush Destroyers because Entangle is a problem. And Keeper generally wants the fast expand. And you'll usually go DK Lich only, or you go DK Lich Tinker. But I think it's mostly DK Lich only. And you make Fiends and Destroyers, and you'll try to kill them repeatedly at their expansion. Now if it's something else like Demon Panda, you want to hit the moment you have Destroyers, and you're going to focus the heroes a lot, because Demon Panda is very good aggressively. And they're going to need rejuvenation to stay alive against hero nukes. And for this reason, you're going to have Destroyers to remove the rejuvenation with Devour. Should you ever expand late game with this build? You don't have to expand. You just always make a big army. That's usually how to do it. Okay, so now technically I can expand. So you never aim for the expand with Undead, but if you TP them out and you are winning the battle, then you can go for an expansion. Now here's a little tip. Obsidian statues regenerate health and mana to X amount of units nearby. The problem is Destroyers have negative mana regen, aka mana decay. They take mana by absorbing from allies. So if I press B hotkey and I press it on this, I will take the 113 mana it has and I'll take it into the Destroyer. But then it starts decaying. If Orb of Annihilation is on, every 25 mana consumed does 15 bonus AoE damage. To a baseline of, as you see, like 24, right? And that's like double damage. And it's splash. So it's really good to attack with Orb of Annihilation. But their mana is 0 on baseline. So if you hover them over an Obsidian statue that is actually adding mana, then they will continually tax the mana resource of that statue without actually benefiting from it at all. So anytime you're in a passive moment, this is kind of an advanced tip. Pull your Destroyers away from the statues, out of range if you can at all help it. Not out of the health Destroyer, but out of the mana Destroyer, like this. So that you don't waste Obsidian statue mana on the Destroyer. Yeah, that's all. It's a little advanced tip. You don't have to do that. So I think we can probably win the battle. We have 2 attack upgrades. Armor upgrades aren't that bad, but it's okay. I just focus all the beers one by one and use Burrow upgrade on Fiends when they're in trouble, which I should have done more. He actually went to get dust. Who is this guy? And then when Abomination comes out, you can get Disease Cloud. Wow. Wow. Stucel. I want coil mana. Devour. Remove Rejuve. Oh, Stucel. He played so well. GG, Stucel. So there are some other situations. Sometimes the opponent will have an expansion and you can't stop it. You'll try. Sometimes that's okay, because they'll be on low upkeep and getting only 140% income. You're getting 100%, so you're only getting 40% less. So when Undead is 1 against 2 base, but they are having a big army, you're only getting 40% less, so you only need to be 40% more efficient or have 40% stronger heroes. So one common Undead counter to an opponent that has an expansion is simply creep the entire map. With TP, of course, so that they cannot base raid your base. Make a couple of towers if you need to. Nerubian here, Spirit Tower here, something like that. Spirit Tower against Zeppelin and Air, Nerubian to help during teching. And then if you creep the whole map, you're just gonna coil Nova, either their units or their main hero, right? So that's gonna be a counter. Now, if it ever gets to a situation where you're 2 base and they are 2 base as well, you can go double Slaughterhouse, Abomination, Meat Wagon. Get Disease Cloud, target the Meat Wagons on top of his Dryads or anything, but definitely Dryad to spread Disease Cloud, Abominations in front, and then you're still gonna back it up with a couple of Fiends to do some focus fire, and always some Destroyers as well to remove buffs. Hope this was any kind of useful. Let me know what kind of guides you would like to see next. I also have a Night Elf Bloody Beginner guide already, and I'm gonna be making more as well, like Orc and Human. Hopefully against less pro players than Stucel. Stucel did really well. Thanks for playing, Stucel, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoy content like this, if you haven't already, subscribe. I saw that 99.99% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. You wouldn't believe it, would you? The next 0.1% should really get on board, don't you think? And use notifications so you know when next the video goes live. Alright, see you next time.